What's poppin', Soul Family, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's pick a card, we are going to be tapping into the one person in this world who loves you the most. Okay, so I got this idea randomly the other night when I was meditating on new pick a card ideas because I really wanted to do something that I had not done before. So I thought that this just came to me. I don't know. So we're gonna see what comes through today. We're going to be taking a look at your person's personality traits. Maybe I'm gonna try to get a feel for what type of relationship you have with them, what type of history is there, and that type of thing. I just wanted to see what comes through for this one, you guys. So before we get started, if you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you are interested in the decks that we use for today's tarot reading, it's the same decks that we used from last reading, you guys. They will be available for purchase on my Amazon storefront down in the description box below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's go on ahead and jump into your pile choices now. Alrighty, you guys, so here are the four groups that you have to choose from today. We have group number 1 with the Emperor card, group number 2 with the World, group number 3 with Death, and group number 4 with the Empress. So go on ahead and take a moment to choose the card that you feel the most drawn to today. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to choose, you guys, and whenever you are ready, I will meet you at your reading. The timestamps for each card will be available down in the description box below for your convenience. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 1 with the Emperor, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, the one person who loves you the most in this world. Okay, so immediately I was gravitating towards a father or a father figure, or the closest thing that you may have had to a father growing up, for those of you who don't really have or didn't really have a father figure growing up. So starting off with the Emperor card, I'm definitely seeing that this is somebody who was in some type of position of authority in your life. I'm definitely getting more of a masculine energy for this reading for this person. And I'm definitely feeling like this person felt obligated to provide for you in some way, shape, or form while you were growing up. They also watched you grow up with the Six of Cups. This is somebody who is definitely from your past. I do understand some of us, I'm trying to take into consideration that a lot of us did not really have father figures growing up, but I am saying that this is somebody who watched you grow up. So this could be an uncle. Like I said, the closest thing to a father figure that you may have had in your life. And for like the small percentage of you who maybe just didn't have that at all, this could be a mother figure who may have had to take on a more masculine role, or kind of had to play both roles, sort of. So that's just, kind of what I'm getting. We have the Four of Pentacles here. So I feel as though this person may not have had much, and you might have witnessed them go through, a period of lack, and they might have been really hard on themselves during this time because of the fact that they felt so obligated to provide for you. But nonetheless, this person never ever gave up, okay? They never gave up. They always kept moving. They always kept moving forward, even when it seemed like things were like really stagnant in their life, or they didn't know where the money was coming from, or they didn't know what they were going to do. They always found a way to keep pushing forward. And I do feel very strongly that they did the best that they could to kind of shield you from knowing that maybe you guys didn't have a lot. Maybe you guys were poor. And I'm just getting, okay, so let's say this person only had $5. Right? $5 in their bank account until, say, payday. They would still do something small, like maybe take you to the dollar store, or the 99-cent store, for those of you who grew up when that was a thing. And they would have you pick something, and in their mind, it's like that's literally all they have, to get through. But it's like they found ways to make you happy with the small things. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Now, looking into the history, some of you guys had father figures that maybe were not there for the first half of your life, or for maybe a portion of your life. They simply were not there. I'm hearing some of them might have gone away on, say, military deployment or something along those lines. Something might have prevented them from actually being there for you, even if it was their own doing, because we do have the Five of Cups reversed here. So I am seeing some disappointment here. And with the Seven of Swords, I will say that this person was not perfect. It's a possibility that either A, they might not have always done right by you. For those of you who had parents, say like your parents were together, your father could have had an affair or something like that. Or they might have dealt with a lot of sneaky people around them who chose to take from them the little bit that they had left to give. But for a lot of you, I feel like maybe whoever this father figure was, they definitely were not always, how do I say, they didn't always make the best choices, okay, is what I'm seeing overall. Now, the reason why they love you so much, I feel as though, because even though maybe you didn't necessarily know it, when they were struggling and they were stressed, whether it be about how to pay their bills or like how to take care of their family, how to provide, I just feel like you were always this beacon of light for them, okay? And that comes through very strong because we do have the Saraswati goddess card. You see how she has this beam of light surrounding her? I feel as though this is how this person saw you, okay? You always encourage them to want to be the best version of themselves possible. So the bottom of this card says mastery. Okay, so this person literally, it's like you motivated them to master themselves. You motivated them to be the best version of themselves possible. That's how they see you. That's how they feel about you. So it's like, that's why I say this is like a father figure, because it's like when you came into their life, it seems like everything changed for them. Now, for a lot of you, like I said, you know, this person may not have always had the purest intentions, or they may not have always done right by you, okay? And it could be because maybe they weren't really ready to take on the responsibility of being a good parent to you, or being like a good figure to you, if that makes sense. We also have, I think this is Nemesine, and it says the past. So this is definitely somebody that you share a past with. This is confirmed with the Six of Cups. So this person, it seems to me like this person was part of your childhood. Okay, and I'm also hearing that they sort of regret the past that you guys may have shared together, because they know that they didn't always do right by you. And it's like, for some reason, you still continued to love them unconditionally. And that unconditional love was exactly what they needed, right? You were like an embodiment of the truth in their life. We have, I think this is Ma'at. Or Mott. I don't know how you pronounce this name, but I've seen this name a lot. And the bottom of the card says truth. No matter what, it was like you always mirrored back the truth to them, but you did it in such a loving way, okay? And even when this person was struggling, I feel like you sort of lifted a lot of the weight off of their shoulders. And I feel like for a lot of you, this person may not have really been ready for that type of love that you were willing to give them, that unconditional love, that pure love. Because the way children love, you guys, I swear, it's so pure. And I feel like this is the exact type of love that you gave this person. Even if this person had no money, it seems like, you know, they take you to the park and then everything all of a sudden becomes, you know, clear to them, right? That's sort of what I'm getting for the person that loves you the most in this world. Overall, it seems like a father figure who may not have always had much, but always felt obligated to provide, who always moved forward, who oftentimes found themselves in some different predicaments, okay, where things may not have always been clear to them. They weren't always sure of what to do, and you always, I feel like you kind of took away a lot of the disappointment from them. You were always trying to enlighten them. You were always pouring this love into them that just made the struggle a little bit easier for them. Okay. And I do feel like this person might have some regrets regarding maybe some things that they did during your childhood, or maybe some things that they didn't do. Okay. And I almost feel like as a result, they do feel the need to provide for you, to still be there for you, or to still watch over you for those, you know, who, you know, God forbid this person is not on the earth anymore. yeah, they still feel this obligation to you, and they do love you very much. So I'm gonna go on ahead and say father figure, although if you don't have a father figure in your life, this could very well be a grandfather or an uncle, or even like one of your parents' best friends. This is an adult male figure who had that who, even if you guys may not be blood related, I am still seeing like some type of like tie there. Like, I guess you could say like some type of paternal like soul tie that you have with this person, to the point where they felt obligated to provide for you, you know. So that is what I have for all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 1 for who loves you the most in this world. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonates for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you are interested in the decks that we use for today's tarot reading, we did use the Pastel Journey Tarot deck by Vanessa Samayana, as well as the Goddess Power Oracle cards. Go on ahead and check these out on my Amazon storefront if you guys are interested. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 2 with the World card, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, who is the one person that loves you the most in this world? Okay, so upon seeing these cards, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, a clear-cut relationship did not necessarily come through. I was getting like more so like a mother figure, okay, but for this particular pile, I do feel like there's no set relationship. So I am going to describe this person to you based off of like what comes through in the cards. So we start off with the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. This is one person in your life who could never catch a break, okay? It seems like they were always going through something. They were always going through the struggle. They have been so overwhelmed. So like, think of the one person in your life who is always overwhelmed, who was always struggling, who probably suffered from really, really bad anxiety, had some type of insomnia, was doing literally everything on their own, but never gave up. Okay, this is the person that I'm seeing here. That's why I said this is kind of giving me the energy of a single mother, although it does not have to be. Okay, this person was super duper overwhelmed all the time. This could even be like a childhood best friend who just took on way too much at such a young age. Okay, this person, despite all of this, they are a total sweetheart. Okay, we have very strong Cancer energy, as well as, I believe the world is Scorpio energy, or could be Pisces energy. We also have air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This person was a total sweetheart. Okay, a total sweetheart. They never let the shit that they were going through affect the way that they loved others. Okay, so this person is just a natural, unconditionally loving human being. Okay, but one thing I do want to say, and one thing I do want to address, is that some of their trauma, like witnessing some of the trauma, some of the things that they went through, could have been in many ways traumatic for you, because I do feel like the reason why they love you is because a lot of the time you were always there to pick up the pieces of what it was that they were going through. This person could have gone through like a broken family, like had a broken family, had a broken home, had a bad relationship with their parents, right? This person could have been the oldest sibling who had to literally take on all of the work that their parents were not doing. Okay, as a result, I do feel as though this person is extremely nurturing. This person also reads people extremely well with the High Priestess. Very naturally intuitive. This person is extremely gifted. Okay, but this person has had a lot on their shoulders, and you were there for them. Whoever this person is, you were there for them. You were there for them so much that I feel like it may have pained you to see a lot of the stuff that they were going through. Like, it might have really hurt you inside to actually witness a lot of this, okay? Because you know a lot of the stuff that they went through, they genuinely did not deserve, okay? I do feel like ultimately, though, like I said, they never gave up. They always had patience and persistence, no matter how difficult things may have been for them. Okay. This person has completed many cycles throughout their life. Although I do feel as though their life was not fair. I do feel like they have reached a point in their life where they're moving on to the next chapter. Okay. A lot of the things that they once had to deal with, they don't really have to deal with anymore. I feel as though they had to work very hard. Okay, this is like somebody who their childhood situation was just so bad that it's like they were forced to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might have been, just a couple of examples, you know what I'm saying? They might have had to hustle. They might have had to provide, to put food on the table for their family at, say, 16 years old. So they might have been skipping school to go to work, you know what I'm saying? And then I feel like they still managed to graduate and things like that, but it's like they had to gradually save so that they could actually move on their own and sustain themselves, because they knew that their family wasn't really going to do that, that they weren't really going to help them. So this person has really, you know, kind of had to hustle. They've had to grow up at a very young age. Like I said, this person has a lot of patience with the Seven of Pentacles, and they will not stop going. They have been beat the fuck down by life, but that has not stopped them from continuing to grow, continuing to proceed, you know, continuing to, like, embark on their journey. Like, they just kept going. Okay, they just kept going. We also have the Princess of Swords here. So I do feel as though this person is very intellectual. They could have been in school, you know, they could have been in school, and like I said, like, juggling school and work. I do feel as though there is a possibility that they could be doing some type of higher learning or something, but the Page of Swords, it gives me like student type of energy. For some of you, this could very well even be your child. Okay. That's one thing that is coming through. But yeah, they for those of you who do have kids, and you know your kids might have kind of like more of a mysterious aura, they might kind of keep to themselves, they have a lot of feelings. Okay, like, I will say that with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, they feel things very, very deeply, and they don't always open up about what exactly they're feeling on the inside. Okay, but it doesn't stop them from, like, loving very passionately, very, very freely. Okay, we have the Gula card, and the bottom of the card says healing. So this person has a lot of healing to do. They definitely have a lot of wounds, okay, inside of them, and a lot of them, you know, you kind of can't really control. It might be a lot of stuff that just you may not, you can't be with them every second of the day. Like, if this is your child, you know, you don't know what type of shit other people inflict upon them, you know. For those of you who maybe this is like a childhood friend or something like that, or like a mother figure, it's like a lot of you guys might have had to kind of heal with them from the stuff that you've witnessed them kind of go through, you know. But I do feel as though this person has a lot of healing to do. I don't know if you guys ever heard the saying, you know, you have to feel it in order to heal it. So I just feel like this person they feel very, very deeply. Okay, they feel very, very strongly. I saw this one TikTok, or I don't know if it was a TikTok or a reel, but they were talking about how oftentimes pain skips over generations, you know, and then there's that one person that's born into the family that was meant to feel everything. And these are the people that get diagnosed with mental illnesses and whatever, you know, no discredit to mental illness, but it's like there's that one person in the family that's meant to feel everything. And I feel like for them, this is that they are that person, you know, and I feel like you've had to really, you know, be there. And then we have the Skull card, which says the future. So obviously the future is very important to them. This is somebody who is always working towards a better future for themselves, maybe their kids or their family, you know, depending on, you know, what their circumstances are. And then we have Danu with assurance, okay? And this is somebody who I feel like always makes sure that the people that they love have the reassurance that they need, okay? Because they always needed it, but they probably never got it. So they had to figure out how to provide it for themselves. And I feel like that's one of the things that they are healing from, okay? So yeah, that's what I see. So like I said, I wasn't getting one direct clear cut relationship for this pile, or relationship dynamic for this pile. I kind of had to guess like intuitively for that. But yeah, this is somebody who's definitely been through some shit. Like, they've definitely been through some trauma. They definitely had to grow up at a very young age, but they do love very freely and unconditionally and passionately, and they are extremely intuitive. Like, they have very strong intuitive gifts. Okay, so that is what I have for all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 2. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonates for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you are interested in the decks that we use for today's tarot reading, we did use the Pastel Journey Tarot deck by Vanessa Samayana, as well as the Goddess Power Oracle cards. Be sure to check these decks out on my Amazon storefront if you guys are interested. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye! Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 3 with the Death card, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, who is the one person that loves you the most in this world? Okay, and I feel like, notice how she's holding the world, or like holding the earth in this card here. So I do want to say this, okay? For some of you, it is possible that this person could no longer be here, that this person could no longer be on this earth. That message is specifically for those of you who know you've lost somebody very near and dear to you, and actually, you know, really went through that. Which, you know, if that message resonates for you, I'm very sorry for your loss, but just know that this person still loves you very much, obviously. So, describing this person, I do feel as though this person is indecisive, or they can be a bit indecisive, and they would always ask you for your opinion on certain things, even if it's little things like, what should I wear, or, you know, like, how do I look? Like, I don't know, just little things like that. I do feel like this person, oftentimes, the two of you would collaborate together on a lot of different things, a lot of different projects. I do feel like this is somebody who is in your family, okay? Or a very, very close friend who was like family to you, okay? I'm feeling like this person y'all was always like tight, okay? We have the 3 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. Okay, these 2 cards point to the energy of collaboration, collaborative teamwork effort. Like, y'all did a lot of stuff together is what I'm trying to say. Whether it's like video games together, or like, you know, that one person in your family that's like, hey, yo, you want to ride with me to the store, you know, and then y'all are out and about for hours. Okay, like, that's the type of vibe that I'm picking up on for you guys, okay? I feel as though it's like this person, this person passed on, for those of you who this person died. This person feels like they passed the torch to you. They passed the spark to you. But for those of you who, you know, this person is still here, this person is still very much with you, it's like this is almost given like your favorite cousin, right? Your favorite cousin, your favorite family member. I almost kind of get the feeling that you guys are close in age, and if not close in age, then close in like maturity level. Okay, so if there is an age difference between the two of you, it's like you made them feel young again, or they made you feel young again. Okay, but I do feel as though you guys were very, very close. Okay, for some of you, this can even be something as simple as like, you know, maybe your favorite coworker or something like that. But for most of you, I feel like this is family, or you guys are like family, because we have the 10 of Cups. This is family energy. This is like one person that you feel very, very safe with, emotionally safe. You could break down, you know, in tears in front of this person, and they be there for you, you know, and you be there for them. If same for them. We have the 8 of Swords reverse. This is a card about unbinding yourself from something that has weighed you down. So for those of you who know, you know, this person may have passed on. They may have been sick. They may have been weighed down by something, and they had to sort of free themselves from whatever this was. And I feel like it sucks that they had to leave you, but it's like they're still watching over you on the other side. They're still working with you. It's like they became your spirit guide or your guardian angel, you know, or whatever it is that you believe in. I almost want to cry saying that, because oh my god, I do feel like people who chose this pile, you guys did lose somebody. A lot of you guys did. But for those of you guys who are still here, this means that this person has seen you through so many different phases and transitions in your life. The two of you have really grown and transformed together. You know, a lot of people, they grow apart. No matter how close they are, they grow apart. You and this person have only ever grown together. Okay? This person really does admire your independence, right? It's like the two of you guys, no matter what happens between the two of you, that love will always be there. See, we always have that friend or maybe that cousin that maybe we don't talk to them for like months, you know, maybe even a year or so. But then when you talk to them again, it's like the relationship dynamic, nothing has changed. Everything is still the same, you know? And so I feel like this is the type of friendship, the type of relationship that you have with this person. It's like, no matter what, you know, you can work well together, you can work well apart. You know, this actually makes me think of one of my favorite cousins. I don't know. I don't talk to her all the time, but when I do talk to her, we mesh. We're both Sagittarius. Okay, we mesh so well together. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. You know what I'm saying? I was actually just thinking about that time that we was in Target and her ass broke a fucking mirror. And we both just slowly walked away. That was so funny. But I feel like you guys have these types of memories together with this person. Like, you know, it's like you can sit down with them and be like, remember that time you XYZ? And it's like, oh yeah, I remember that time. That shit was funny as hell, you know? So like, yeah, that type of thing. This is somebody that you could always laugh with. Like, you always have a good time with them, you know? So those of y'all, some of y'all might go on little walks. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Go on little walks at Thanksgiving time or during family gatherings and come back baked. Like, that's the type of vibe that I'm getting, you guys, for you in this person. There's a lot of love here, obviously. This seems like your favorite cousin or your favorite, just like your favorite person. It's like you guys are each other's favorite person. And you've seen each other through so many different phases of your life, you know? And for those of you who may have lost this person, it's like they had to pass the torch on to you, you know? Because it's almost like nobody, you know that song that's viral on TikTok? Nobody knows me like you do. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm getting. So yeah, it really does suck that some of you guys may have actually lost this person, and now you feel like you kind of have to do it on your own. And you know, birds could be significant here, because I am seeing a bird here. And like, it's like this person will still find ways to watch over you even from the sky. We do have I think this is Hestia. I don't know, because the first letter in this deck always be fancy. And the bottom of the card says home. So those of you, some of you, this person was called home. This person was called home to like free themselves. But others of you, it's like the two of you together, y'all feel like home. Y'all feel like home with one another. Y'all have this level of comfort and safety with one another. Okay? We have Artemis, which says focus, okay? I feel as though the two of you always kept both of each other, like both of you guys always kept each other on track. You know, this person could have been a little chaotic, a little all over the place, maybe a little bit ADHD, you know, that sort of thing. But it's almost like the two of you together, you always kept each other in line, you know? Like, for example, you go to Target together or Walmart together at like 3 a.m., or something like that, and y'all are just all over the place, and y'all came in there for one thing, you know? And it's just like one of you is always gonna have to remember, like, hey, we actually came here for bread and butter, you know what I'm saying? Let's go get that real quick before we fuck around and do anything else. Like, I'm getting that type of vibe. Like, you guys always kept each other on track. We have Bridget, which says creative spark, which is exactly what this Three of Pentacles sort of signifies. The two of you coming together on certain collaborative efforts, whether or not it's like picking out something to wear, maybe even, for those of you who are like younger, like making TikToks together, maybe you guys grew up together and y'all used to make videos together, like having sleepovers together, like that type of thing. It's just like they spark that creative spark within you. And then we have the fortune card here, Lakshmi fortune card, which says it says fortune, and it's like they want to see you win in life. They always wanted to see you win in life, and I feel like in their mind they see you as somebody who is destined to be fortunate, right? Or maybe they felt fortunate to even be able to have a relationship with you or a friendship with you, something that they cherish very, very deeply. Okay, so yeah, you guys, that's sort of what I get. It's given like favorite cousin, that one cousin or like that one family member, that one friend that you just sit down, you just talk shit all day, every day, but you have a good time. Okay, so yeah, I definitely feel like you share these feelings with them mutually, and there is a lot of love here, whether or not this person is on the earth still or not. So that is what I have for all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 3. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonates for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you are interested in the decks that we use for today's tarot reading, they will be available for purchase on my Amazon storefront down in the description box below as well. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye! Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 4 with the Empress, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, who loves you the most in this world? Okay, so you guys chose the Empress card, so I'm gonna say mom. Okay, if it's not mom, or for those of you who unfortunately did not grow up with a mom, this is somebody who was a mother figure in your life. Okay, your mom loves you so much. Okay, and I almost want to cry reading this because my relationship with my mom is so sacred to me. Those of you who do not know, I actually have 2 moms because I was adopted. But when I talk about my mom, 9 times out of 10, I'm referring to my adoptive mother. She is literally my favorite person in existence, and I know that I am hers. So this is the type of relationship that I am getting. It really does remind me of this, So we have the 10 of Pentacles here. So your family dynamic, okay? Your mom, I feel like, always wanted you to have everything. She wanted you to have the best of everything, okay? And like I said, if this is not your mom, this is a mother figure that, was in your life, okay? I'm seeing that she always wanted you to have the best of everything. And she may have struggled here and there. But it seems like she kept everything to herself here with the moon card. See, the moon and the Empress, they both point to motherly type of energy. We also have Demeter in the bottom of the card, says nurturer. So they definitely had that obligation, that desire to nurture you and take care of you. Okay, like I'm 25 years old and my mom's still just, she's great. Like, she mothers me like, like I'm still fucking 5 years old, but no, I know that sounds crazy, but it's like they always want to take care of you, and in return it's almost like you have that same desire to take care of them. Like when I'm sick, she takes care of me. When she's sick, she had COVID, and I had to take care of her. I'm getting that type of vibe, that type of energy. And I am also feeling like you guys might have been in some pretty compromising situations growing up with your mom, and I feel like it always worked out, even when it seemed like it wasn't gonna work out. And it seemed as though to work out very, very fast, very, very, very quickly, because we have the 8 of Wands here. Also, your mom, she could be like, how do I say, she could have maybe a bit of a chaotic personality, or like, she might kind of get overstimulated very easily, maybe move a little bit fast. She loves you because you're very, very talented. She knows that you're very, very gifted. Okay, like especially spiritually gifted. You know, if tarot is a thing that you do, or any type of divination that you do, she knows that you're very, very gifted at it. You know that you're very, very intuitive, very, very smart, very skilled at something. Okay, even if it's not something spiritual, she sees you as somebody who's just very gifted and very, very skilled. Okay, now you and your mom, you may have frequent disagreements. Okay, frequently mirroring each other and yet misunderstanding each other. So the thing is, your mom, she might feel like you have to do things a certain way because she did things a certain way. But you guys are not here for that, right? You guys came here and it's like you're learning manifestation, right? You're learning the art of manifestation and creating your own reality and becoming the best version of yourself and all of that good stuff, right? And in your mom's mind, I feel like an argument that you guys could have very frequently is that, oh, you're supposed to do it this way. And you're like, actually, no, mom, I'm doing it this way. And I know that you have an opinion on that, and that is completely okay, but I'm still doing it my way. So I do feel like that could be like an argument that you frequently have with your mom, you know. But we have the Fool card and the Empress card. So with the Fool card, I do feel like you and your mom have had a lot of new beginnings together, okay? That's why I was saying, I was like, you guys might have been in some pretty compromising situations. Those of you who your mom may have gone through some type of divorce, you know, or, you know, had to go through that whole court period or whatever. But I'm seeing things always ended up working out for you. Okay. And your mom loves you because it's like, how could she not? Your bond with her is just very sacred, and I feel like a lot of you picked this pile just knowing that it was your mom. Like, if you pick the Empress is literally the mom, okay? Now, keep in mind, for those of you who maybe didn't have that good of a relationship with your mom, just because she doesn't know how to show it, or she may not have known how to show it, or she may have done a really shitty job at showing that she loves you, that don't mean that she don't love you, okay? Because we not asking, like, how does this person show that they love you? We asking who loves you the most in this world. And it's given, you know, the person that gave birth to you, or the person that chose you. In my case, my mom chose me, you know? So that's sort of what I'm getting for this. We have Sophia. She's been coming through a lot lately. I might have to start working with her, you guys. But we have Sophia, and the bottom of the card says divine wisdom. Okay, so your mom sees you as somebody who is incredibly smart. I feel like you guys were probably channeling from like a very, very young age, just spitting out shit that, you know, your mom needed to hear, giving her messages that your mom, you know, needed to hear. And I feel like that's just you just know what to say. Even when you were a kid, you just knew the right thing to say at the right time. And that really helps pick your mom up at some very difficult points in your life. Because I feel like it's possible that you guys might have really, really struggled. And it might have taken a lot for you to get to a place where you're both stable again, you know? But yeah, your relationship with your mom is just very sacred. And then we also have Benzai 10 in the bottom of the card says beauty. So I feel as though both of you guys just find each other incredibly beautiful. You know, I feel as though maybe when you were born, you know, something came over her and she's like, oh my God, this is just the most beautiful child that I've ever laid my eyes on, right? It's just like you both mutually see each other's beauty, right? Yeah, because I know me personally, like, my mom is fly. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, I just can't help but, like, looking at this pile, it really does make me think of my mom, you know? But yeah, there is a lot of love here. She's definitely the one person in your life who loves you more than anything, okay? She wants to see you excel at whatever you do in your life. And I don't know, like, what else to say, because I feel like everything I'm saying is like, you guys, you know, those of you who are close with your mom, you already know what it is between you and your mom. You guys might have your arguments, you guys might have your, you know, your disagreements, but at the end of the day, that love is just not going anywhere. Group number 4. So yeah, I just feel like you know, that love is just very pure. And things are always going to work out for the two of you no matter what. So that is what I have, you guys. That is what I have for all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 4. If you're wondering who loves you the most in this world, it is your mom, or like a mother figure in your life. So yeah, let me know down in the comments how this reading resonates for you. If you're interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you are interested in the decks that we use for today's tarot reading, you guys can purchase these on my Amazon storefront down in the description box below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye!